What's up, everybody? Welcome to the AM. Welcome to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy. On this show, we talk about pretty much anything and everything that has to do with business and with life. So welcome. So today, we are going to talk about the greater good. Now, the greater good is something that is actually, in my opinion, above vision, and it's above a vision, right? Vision is something that you want to build, create, something that you see down the future, down the road, in those ways and in those areas. A greater good is actually a heart position attached to that. It is something that you serve against and something that you execute against, okay? So to give you an example of the greater good for this show, the greater good isn't to just build a show. So the vision is a vision would be to build a podcast. A vision would be to have it recorded, distributed all across and touch multiple people. The greater good driving that, though, is to pay it forward and serve at least one or two people along the way. That's it. And so the greater good is actually what is behind that vision, driving it to where there's actually a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose behind the work. Now, taking this, most people think when you have a vision or a greater good, it's got to be this epically massive big thing. That is not true, okay? You, as a father or a mother raising kids, you could have a greater good driving you and driving the vision for how you want to raise your children, all right? If you are a dad out coaching Little League baseball, that could totally be attached to your greater good, okay? To where you want to impact, children, you want to have an impact and a positive impact on their life, and it's part of that. So it doesn't have to be this amazing, epic business company type vision. It can be just really simple that you want to love somebody today better than you loved them yesterday, right? Often, a lot of times of what we talk about is love you, love others. Andrew and I do at least. And to really serve others and serve ourselves. And so the greater good and having a greater good behind everything is actually what drives things forward. So, for instance, you'll have a lot of companies that actually they don't have a greater good driving the vision. They just want to be the best cell phone provider in the world or all these things. And I'm not trying to hate on cell phone companies, but what I'm saying is there's a level of coldness that comes because there's not a greater good driving it. And greater good is important for people around you to connect with. It is important if you're leading a team, especially for the team to have that buy-in to that greater good. Like, wow, we're actually bettering people's lives. We're actually changing people's lives. This is what we need to do, what we want to do. And there's a tie-in to that. And so the greater good, you could say, is what gives heart to the vision. It is what actually gives a heart to the company. It's what gives heart to the work being done and executed against. And oftentimes we remain heartless. We don't have that passion. We don't have the drive. And then there's an emotional coldness to the work and the execution simply because we don't have that greater good. In my opinion, business and life is made up of people, right? And so my journey as a person is made up of people. It's made up of my wife, my friends, my coworkers, right? The people that I interact with. And so having a greater good really helps when it comes to interacting with people, with empathy, with compassion, when it really helps interact with that human side of things other than just, I am just going to work, I'm just going to execute, I'm just going to perform and do all these things. And so I would encourage all of you guys to really work on just a simple greater good. Why do you do what you do? Why do you have the vision you have? What is the heart driving that? So again, that greater good is really the heart behind the vision. The heart to serve, the heart to grow, the heart to help others, the heart to make an impact on others. And so just to really encourage y'all to take a look at that. And it doesn't matter where you're at in life and what you're doing, right? You could be running a household full of kids, and having that greater good is so important for it. Anyways, guys, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.